off while the shoot fades up. Her love's that thinking needs a halo. I'm in my head, damn it, I think too much. Alright. Back with Horizon Zero Dawn. Frozen Wilds. I want to finish it this stream. If not, the next stream. But I want to put. I'm gonna be up for a while. It seems to be like a pattern. Me starting the stream every night at 11 p.m. But it's like during the day I just have too many interruptions. I can't really stream for a long time without any interruptions. So let me put the tags on the stream, then we'll get. Matter of fact, let's get into it right now while I'm putting the tags in.
Said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for?
Oh yeah, I remember. We're finding. That's loud. My controller is low. We're finding a fire claw, and I died to it. I remember. I backed up too far and fell in lava, and just died. Let me get a drink real quick. Damn, my hip just popped. My back when I stood up. I'm gonna get Arizona green tea. Got the big ass can, 22 ounce, I think, 22 ounce can. With the ginseng in it, I think. It's dark as yeah. Green tea, ginseng, honey, yeah. Alright.
Well, I know why. This won't be easy.
Let me pause so I can actually think. That's just so loud. The frost claws are way easier because whenever you like hit one of their frost things, like you see the green on that fire claw right there. The frost claw is blue. Damn, I'm fucking. I'm in the middle of a roll. I'm just flat out right now. Once you destroy those, like it freezes the frost claw, and no matter where you hit it, it does like 130 damage. That's not the case with these fire claws. Oh yeah, that shit. Just like get up or something. Oh. Stop that. Damn. Have a what? Oh, oh, you gotta act like. Alright, that works.
Another tower!
Oh yeah. We're gonna make this. Fucker. He's been trying to kill this tower right here. Other machines. Okay, just slow over somewhere going on. I feel like there's gonna be another control tower. Hey, does you mind if I grab this real quick? Get it. Dang. Oh, it's an explode up and off. Not bad. Alright. Do it. Dang. Yep, third tower. How to plan on to do it. Override it. It's my tower now. Yes. This. Got her foot. There we go. I did jack shit, it would have been more than headshot. There we go. I'm just dodging that shit. Whoa, damn. Yo, he's still shooting. You're dead. So, well, the clovers are all open. The final one is Orion. It's Orion.
You spoke of it.
Critical threat detected. Anomalous emergency operative.
Shit. Gotta open up my arrows and my door to real quick.
Maria! Don't!
Spirit!
Oh, she's gonna die.
Zion, please help me!
Was I wrong?
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained.
She gonna die?
I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization,
Nosebleed.
I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
She died. She's dead.
My sister!
You couldn't protect her. I was wrong. I thought he was gonna die protecting her, but no, she said she should have let him do that, bro. She sacrificed herself. He probably could have taken it. He's bigger. Yeah, this place falling
This
apart.
entire place is gonna go. Aratak. Aratak. Aratak.
Come on. Yeah, let's get her.
Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters?
Family. Oh, there's the movie.
Aratak.
What's that?
She wouldn't have wanted you to die here.
Man,
Let's go.
those eyes are really good.
Let's go!
Oh shit. Hey, Marcus, put us. Who's up here? We're not so far away after you already know.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Oh boy. Oh. Yeah. You're big ass to make that jump from up. Shit.
Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Her hair is like going through her face.
Great Banukai!
Wow, shit. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, no way. not good.
Rhea's gone. What of Cyan?
She'll live.
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Yeah.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
The fuck? Where am I at? The volcano's up here. How the fuck did we end up all over here? Gotta take a snowy picture.
Good. I can use this.
I'm probably just gonna fast over there, to be honest. How close are we to the end of the game? Okay. Are we close? I already said that. Did I? Shit. How close are we to the end of the story though? We're like 5 hours, 6 hours in. It was 7.5 to 8.
All of my interactions with Araya were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be
Nice.
happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
How do you know? Probably a reflection or something.
We can resume any time
Or
you
you're
like,
right.
Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Okay. Mirror.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus.
Hey Max, you get out of here, bro.
I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that
Get outta
any
here.
specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Something about
This
the fire break.
Firebreak project. It was to stop a huge volcanic eruption,
Yes, I can report the project was a success and the risk was countered.
but it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems.
Spreading
Despite
the
the
load.
destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
College
Do you
Elizabeth.
know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
You meant a lot to Aurea.
Once I understood Aurea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Aurea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
Yeah.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Aurea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis,
Yeah.
a process I am eager
Two people
to
experiencing the
experience.
same loss can help each other do it.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of
Amy.
rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
It was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
I
Unfortunately,
don't
no.
think so, yeah.
To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Is that what we're
undoubtedly.
doing? To go.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Aurea
Yeah.
said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes, I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
It's pretty crazy
Your
to think
empathy
that an
is
AI
greatly
can be
appreciated.
tortured.
It is a
Like,
quality
this
that I
is
cherished in Aurea
two
as well.
AIs in conflict, bro. Oh, yeah,
I
there's something with
think
that.
I know where Hephaestus came from.
Yeah, it came from the Zero Dawn Project.
Long ago.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on
Shit.
Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team.
Yeah, I've heard that name before.
It was she
And, like,
who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
Voice
glad she
recordings.
did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Okay.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct?
Yeah. for
Machines that
protection.
are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression.
Yeah.
It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. What are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus.
Yeah.
A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan.
What do the colors mean? Like whenever, I don't know, whenever it's like yellow, she's showing her emotion or something.
I ran
And
across
whenever
a
it's cyan,
strange
she's
piece
giving
of gear.
information.
A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I.
She did, I think. Was there some way to bring her back to life? Made of
I
flowers?
found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. Would be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
This was Ted Farrow.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow,
Yeah.
CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
I thought you were talking
Mr.
about
Farrow
the
was the benefactor
Ted,
of
but
the
that's what I was
entire
thinking of.
Firebreak project.
The benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What is this?
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world?
Oh, AIs.
They could just make you.
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite.
Yeah.
Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak
So,
project
is the Thunder
required
Drum-
the total
is
closure
that the
of
Yellowstone volcano?
facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, It seems the area has since
And that's
undergone
why
a
they were
drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
That's why they were building
A
stuff
lot has
inside of
changed
it,
in the
so
world,
when,
Cyan.
yeah, damn.
Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations.
Airtalk is just sitting
It
out
was
there
later
waiting this whole
appropriated
time, bro.
for the Firebreak project,
Well, we probably need some
and
time
its
to
last
think.
human workers replaced by Pharaoh's servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine
I don't like how you
advancement.
say era, bro.
Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
She said era.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations,
Yeah.
food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources.
Yeah.
But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So, there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth.
Yes, billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population.
This is only supposed to be
Until the clawback.
clawback. This is only supposed to be like 40 years in the future of our time that we're living right now. Right, 2060, yeah. So we could experience some crazy climate change and everything that she said we already have. Conflict over resources and shit, and most of those food shortages, we already have most of that. But we could be experiencing this, we could be in 40 years.
So things
Not
got better.
this, but
For a little while at least.
Yes, these crises instigated many
Catastrophic climate
advances in
change,
automation, green
machines.
robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
That's everything.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Yeah.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can.
You can predict how
truth
they're
will
at
come
more
out.
than I can.
I see. I will follow your advice.
Maybe not,
Will
because
you
she's not a
return
human.
and
She
tell me
can't.
about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should.
I mean, shit. If the story brings me back here, otherwise, once I'm done with this shit, then I'm platinum and I'm deleting the game. but I might be able to get to talk to her in Forbidden West. I don't remember.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
We're standing on the edge. Oh shit. Yeah, that's pretty far down, you.
My chieftain.
Just... Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths.
A lot more people would have died.
Araya would be alone. And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, Nebulaek can't follow.
I'm giving you back, chieftain.
Besides, we'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one.
Is this the end of the story then?
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt.
Okay.
You're practically Banuk.
Take out some fire claws.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all.
Silence.
Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very...
Fuck you,
interesting.
silence.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Fuck you,
Hephaestus
silence.
wasn't
I
the
know you
only
took
thing I learned
80s.
about in the cut silence. Heard some things about the
Knowledge.
Banuk conclave,
Knowledge.
You
You
could
know
stop
about like
right
knowledge.
too. Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began.
Yeah.
Catch up with you down the trail.
Alright, that's it. That's it for Frozen Wilds. I'm gonna platinum the game. Record the video of me platinum in the game, which is gonna be annoying, but I gotta do it, and then I'll be done. I can delete it. We're starting Ragnarok. I wanted to do Ghost of Tsushima, or I'll probably do Detroit Become Human before Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima. I'm in the stream. Quick one. We only like 45 minutes.